In the previous devotion, I described the issue of diet for a healthy body. It was not an exhaustive article, for I'm not a nutritionist. I just explained my dilemma with weight and what I sought to do about it. Yet, diet alone did not completely resolve the issue that I had, but it was a start. As I got my diet under control, I dropped a lot of weight very, very fast. However, after months of dieting, I still missed my target weight, leveling off at about 14 pounds short of the goal. I then began walking on a treadmill every evening for about 30 minutes. The weight continued to drop once again until I hit my target weight. Now, Paul wrote some pertinent words to Timothy regarding training. Mainly, he's highlighting the need for training for godliness, but let me read this to you. He says, "For while bodily training is of some value, godliness is of value in every way as it holds promise for the present life and also for the life to come." Here he presented the idea of priorities, and his point was that physical training only had temporal value and that godliness had value here and for all eternity. Now, unfortunately, some could take this verse out of context as an excuse to ignore our physical well being altogether in lieu of pursuing godliness. I have to admit that pursuing godliness is the top priority, but Paul does not indicate that the physical training has little value. He's actually saying it has some value and it has profitability for us. Thus, it cannot be ignored. Now, to ignore godliness in the pursuit of the physical would be to miss the mark entirely. It could end up by making physical fitness training an idol, and that would be a big problem. It would steal our devotion from the Lord our God and control our lives. So we must get the priorities correct. We must pursue godliness while also taking care of our physical condition. The reasons are obvious, as stated in prior devotions. Since our bodies are a temple of the Holy Spirit and the vessel designed to display the glory of God in the world, we must prioritize godliness while caring for the body that we have, which is the vessel, which is the temple of God. Now, with regards to physical training, we also have to be wise. After months of walking 30 minutes per day, I began jogging and eventually decided to try running a charity 5 kilometer race. And later I ended up training for a half marathon. The reason I bring this up is that from the time I began getting my diet under control until I ran the half was probably about a year and a half in length. I spent 3 months in training just for the half marathon. Everything was done in a controlled and gradual way. So my point is this: don't think that if you are not in peak physical condition that you could start off running a marathon. It's not going to happen. To attempt it would be both foolish and potentially disastrous for you. Remember that Rome was not built in a day. Things will take time. Before starting in any physical training program at all, check with your primary care physician that you're in a good enough physical condition to actually begin one, and get some guidance from him on what you should do, and then go gradually into a physical training regimen. You might also seek the guidance of a certified physical trainer to get you on the right protocol based on where you are in your physical condition.